My name is Moises Rosales, and these are 5 tips on how to start a successful Airbnb business. This is my payout. I'm not sure if you're able to see it. $6,700. My mortgage is only $800 a month. I have a property here in Arizona. I stay in the Bay Area, and this is how I make passive income. And this is exactly how I started. First things first is money. Point blank period, I ended up buying a property worth $150,000. I bought it and did a 3% conventional down payment. For me, all that made sense. Now, in other cases, not everyone could buy a property that has a decent credit score, just don't have enough funds, right? One thing you can do on Airbnb, and this is the first tip, is sublease. You can have an apartment under your name. Let's say your rent is $2,000 a month, but it's at a prime location. Now you're talking about being able to rent out your property for, let's say, $150 a day. Let's say you're in California, in a prime San Francisco. They're going about $200 a night. Now, if you're doing $200 a night, aim low at 20 nights a month. You're talking about making $4,000 a month. Who would like an extra $4,000 a month plus having a W-2 job, or you're able to focus on another business that you're working on, things like that? This extra income can literally put you at another scale and help you blow up. Second tip is location. And I did hit up on location a little bit, but location is key. I wouldn't recommend anyone buying a property or renting out a property somewhere like in Nebraska or Colorado. Even though those are still kind of a little bit of prime locations, there's only a little area that people would go visit, like for snow purposes or things like that, like Arizona, like the Grand Canyon. Location is key. San Diego, LA, Bay Area, Miami, New York, those places make a ton of money on Airbnb. Joshua Tree, another killer. That's one of my dream goals, is to have a property at Joshua Tree. I stayed at an Airbnb at Joshua Tree, and it was just beautiful and amazing. At nighttime, you see the stars. It's life-changing. And ever since then, I always told myself I'll start doing Airbnb. Third tip is business. Separating your personal assets with your business assets. I treat my Airbnb as a business, as you should as well. Having an LLC, having an EIN number, applying for some credit so you can start building that business credit for that LLC, growing that company as an individual. It's just key. Having everything separate just makes everything so much more clear, and you're not really so complicated like, oh, I got my personal money coming in here plus the Airbnb money coming here. It just works out better for taxes, tax write-offs. Everything just works out better. I ended up hiring a VA, and I am paying my VA through my business account, and it's just, everything is so simple because now I know how much I'm paying employees plus paying myself, and how much money my business is making, and how much I'm making on my other business, which I do photography on the side. It's a lot more clear for me to understand because I'm keeping everything separate. Fourth tip, furniture. Furniture is key. In my condo, I have a 1-bedroom, and then I also have a sofa bed that converts into a queen size bed. And I did that in case there is occasions where people bring in an extra couple or bring in an extra friend, and I give them that option just because sometimes, I charge an upcharge fee when people want to bring in extra people, and that's something you can do too. Who's gonna tell you no? This is your property. This is you're the host. You make the rules. And that's something that I love about Airbnb, that you make your own rules and no one can tell you anything. You set your prices, you set your cleaning fees, you set whatever you like. No one's gonna tell you, hey, can you lower your prices? No, they're either gonna look at it and then request to be approved to be able to rent from you, or they're just not gonna book with you. But you won't feel that. You won't feel that people are actually walking away. You just get the leads that come in and they want to request and then pretty much book with you. Fifth tip, you repeat the whole process. I've had my Airbnb business for about 2 months now, and I've brought in almost $11,000 on just the last 2 months and a half. I started March 12th, I believe, and today we're at April 14th, so actually about a month and a couple days. So by the end of April, I would be bringing in already about a little shy off 10 grand. Now, who makes 10 grand off a property that your mortgage is only $800 a month? You're bringing in a lot of profit. And for me not to repeat the same process, it's dumb. I'm gonna keep on repeating the same process, and I want to show you guys how to do it. If you guys are in the Airbnb business, follow me on Instagram. I do post a lot of daily things that I go through with Airbnb, and I'm also doing consulting calls on how I do my talks with Airbnb clients, and how I can help you either buy a property or find a property in whatever city that you're in. I live in California now, and my property is in Arizona, and I have a full team in Arizona. Let me help you with your Airbnb business. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe on my YouTube.